I'm here to speak for the countless animals dying across this planet because they have nowhere left to go. I am afraid to go out in the sun now because of the holes in our ozone. I am afraid to breathe the air because I don't know what chemicals are in it. I used to go fishing in Vancouver, my home, with my dad, until just a few years ago we found the fish full of cancers. And now we hear of animals and plants going extinct every day, vanishing forever. In my life, I have dreamt of seeing the great herds of wild animals, jungles and rainforests full of birds and butterflies. But now I wonder if they will even exist for my children to see.
That girl in the video was Seven Siziski. She's part of an organization called the Environmental Children Organization. It was a group of 13 to 14-year-old kids that were fighting against climate change, poverty, and different issues. They flew all the way to Rio, where the Rio Earth Summit was being held in 1992, to finally address climate change. During that time also, the Earth Summit produced a United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, known as the UNFCCC, as it's the first step in addressing the climate change problem. Although we thought that back then we could sort it out and try fixing climate change as quick as possible, 30 years down the line, it seems like nothing has changed and it's actually just drastically gotten worse and worse. And you can tell as a lot of animals have become more extinct. We've lost a lot of land, we've lost a lot of icebergs. I mean, the Arctics are failing us. You've had so many forest fires, and these clips that you're going to be seeing now just proves my point.
Now to Australia, where they're facing those massive fires, already among the worst in that country's history, with more than 12 million acres scorched. And officials are warning the next few days will be even worse.
That included the highest temperature ever recorded north of the Arctic Circle, a sweltering 38 degrees centigrade. And now a Met Office-led international study has concluded this period of exceptional weather would have been impossible had the world not been warmed by man-made greenhouse gas emissions.
It is true that science cannot prove that humankind is the real cause behind climate change. However, we cannot deny that it's humankind filling the atmosphere with greenhouse gases like CO2 and other harmful emissions from industry and fossil fuel use. As well, we are the responsibles for polluting the oceans with plastic waste, which is basically filling the guts of endangered marine animals. So I think it's time to get past the stage of denial and ignorance. The world is heading towards an inevitable result, and we need to take matters into our own hands.